guys, Jack here, and I'm back with another episode of West Ham Weekly, presented by Hammers Chat. If you want to get involved in the forums with everything West Ham, then make sure you check them out in the description down below. It is free to join, and just get involved in discussions. There's some great lads over there, so make sure you go join in on the views and opinions. Without further ado, let's get into West Ham Weekly. This is the weekly episodic series I kind of do, where I do discuss the previous fixture that's just happened, the next fixture preview, and also talk about the news all in the middle that we may have missed within the week and give my views and opinions on it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And the first thing we're going to be talking about today is obviously the 2-1 defeat to Leicester on Saturday last week. Now, it was a poor game in the first half, should I say. We just did not show up. We just did not have any drive in that first half. And I said it on social media, on Twitter. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, make sure to check out the description down below at Jack95Gamer. Yeah, I was saying on Twitter, it just didn't look like a West Ham performance, in all honesty. We just didn't show up in the first half, and I said we'd be lucky to go in not even 2-0 down at half time, and I was right. We went in 2-0 down, and we deserved it. We really did. Let's talk about the first goal. Now, the first goal, it was just that Okazaki. He was just here, there, and everywhere. He was a player that we just couldn't stop. He just never gave up on the ball, and unfortunately, he did find the ball into the back net to make it 1-0. Then Mahrez, a player that is actually outshining everyone this season. He's looking incredible, that Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez, I believe his name is. He just looked unreal. And Leicester, no credit to them. They had an unchanged team. So did we, set from Jenkinson coming in. And we just did not look up for it. It looked like we fell asleep. It looked like we took Leicester a little bit too lightly. And they played them in really good attacking football, and they hurt us. They did. They went 2-0 up at the break. We did obviously start with Adrian, Jenkinson, Reed Bonner, and Cresswell. Oxford in centre defensive midfield with Kouyaté, Noble, and Dimitri Payet. Up front, Zarate and Sacco. It was a better second half, as Oxford did come off. He was replaced by Obiang, who made his debut for the club, and it was impressive. He controlled midfield very well. He was very calm, and we have got a lot of great central midfield options for this season. Let's just say that we're looking very good in that department, and we will be adding one more, which we'll be talking about a little bit later on. But yeah, we looked very good in the second half. We played some attacking football. We looked up for it, and Dimitri Payet did score a perler of a goal. That was a beauty. Straight into the top corner, no chance for Schmeichel, and we did get the game back to 2-1. And in all honesty, I think we did absolutely dominate that second half. We played Leicester out of the park at some times here, and we should have had a second when A.F.C. was denied from about 5 yards out. What a save from Schmeichel. If he hit anywhere, left or right of him, it would have been a goal, but unfortunately it just was not our day, and we should have had a penalty in the first half. I'm not even going to get on to the referee. We should have had a penalty in the first half. I don't know what the hell Anthony Taylor was playing at. Schmeichel held his hand out. Sacco got taken down. Clear goal scored opportunity. Schmeichel should have been booked, and it should have been a penalty. And also, when Vardy come with a high foot on Adrian, that should have been a booking. But then, to cap things off, in the 90th minute, right at the end, Adrian stuck his foot out. Didn't know where the player was, might I add. He was looking for the ball. His intention was to hook it back into the box. He hits Vardy in the chest. Referee sends him off. Looking back on it, hindsight, I can see the referee maybe thinking, yeah, that's a red card. But then we appealed it, and it didn't get given. It didn't get overturned. They still see that as a red card offence. Now, I'm sorry, Adrian doesn't even acknowledge that Jamie Vardy is there. He's trying to hook the ball back in. It is not intent on his part. I'm not going to stand and argue about it, because many people are going to have different opinions, different debates on it. But I'm disappointed, to say the least. I am very, very disappointed. But it happens in football. We have to move on forward to the next game against Bournemouth. But a very disappointing day in the office for West Ham. But a very better second half for us. And when we lose like that, it hurts, but it doesn't feel as bad as a Sam Allardyce defeat, because we went down fighting. And if we play like that every single game, from the start to the end, I'm sure we'll win plenty of games this season. Not sharp in the first half, and then totally spring to get in the second half. We need to do that from the word go, and I think Slaven Bilic is going to get that nailed into the players' minds without a doubt. Now let's move on to some news that I've been hearing. Obviously, there has been a whole lot of speculation about David Sullivan and Charlie Austin, obviously on the Knees Up Mother Brand podcast. I'm just going to air my thoughts on it, and I'm going to leave it out there. I think what David Gold and David Sullivan and the whole Sullivan family are doing for West Ham is incredible. Which other owners do you know would come out and do a fan podcast? I respect all of them, every single one of them in the hierarchy of West Ham United. They've saved our football club without a doubt, and I hold the most greatest respect for them. What Sullivan did say was, maybe he shouldn't have said it, but he had his reasons to say it, and I'm not going to sit there and, Charlie Austin's a great football player, he really is, but I'm not going to sit there and defend a player over my own club's owner that has saved us. Yeah, it might have been taken, a bit too far, but I think we shouldn't forget what he's done for the club. I think people shouldn't be giving him the stick that he's getting, or to his 15-year-old son, or to his other son, Dave. So I think we should just let it be. Charlie Austin's never going to sign for us now, and obviously that's going to be a bit of a disappointment. But there's plenty of other strikers out there, and Charlie Austin's a great striker also. But I'm happy. I think everyone should just leave it now, and just let both the club and the player get on with their futures, whether that be with him with QPR or with another club, and we concentrate on our season. We're not interested in that anymore, and we'll move on. Next, now we're going to talk about some good news. It is that maybe Robert Green could be returning home to West Ham United. He could have even returned home by the time this video goes live. A reported deal for Darren Randolph going out on loan to QPR and Robert Green coming into West Ham. Now, ex-West Ham employees come out and said that there's no truth in the rumours, but many other media outlets are speculating that it could be true. Robert Green would have to sign by midday today if he was to be eligible for the Bournemouth game on Saturday. Now, I feel sorry for Darren Randolph, but he's looked poor in games he has been asked to perform in all honesty. So I see the logic in it, and if Robert Green does come home and he's back by the time this video goes live, then welcome to the club, Robert Green. If not, then it's just speculation, won't it? But Robert Green could be on his way home to West Ham United. That'd be a very good deal for us if we could get him in. Moving on now to some more good news. Alex Song is set to complete a move to West Ham United on a free from yes, you heard me, a free from Barcelona. 27-year-old Alex Song. Now, many people said this deal was dead in the water, and it might have been, but West Ham are the smart ones out of this one, if you think about it. We are not going to get Alex Song straight away, because why would we pay his wages? He's injured. So we wait till the end of the transfer window to get the deal done, and he's joining us now. Brilliant business from the club, in all honesty. Alex Song, we know what he can provide. We saw him last season. He's a great player. Our midfield is going to look incredibly strong with the likes of Song, Kiyute, Noble or Obiang, Oxford, Payet. We are looking awesome. Very, very... I'm excited about the whole prospect of it. So, life is looking good for West Ham. Alex Song, subject to a medical, which he should pass in all honesty, will be joining West Ham United Football Club, which is an absolute delight for everyone involved. I'm so happy about that one. Welcome, Alex Song. Moving on, we're still in the hunt for a striker, and we did have a first bid rejected actually from Galatasaray for Burak Yilmaz. Now it says that we have got several overseas strikers on our wish list, and David Sullivan said something about a very good player from a very good team may be available on a loan but no option to buy. We don't know who that could be for the time being, but again, things looking very good. I think the likely destination for us will be Burak Yilmaz and Alex Song and Robert Green for the end of our transfer window, and I think that'd be incredible. That'd be incredible business. But what overseas strikers do you guys think that West Ham are looking to bring in? I think Alvaro Negredo could definitely be one. Burak Yilmaz, but I'm not sure where the other ones are coming in from, in all honesty. But yeah, very good deals there. Moving on though, Andy Carroll is set to return from injury, which is very good to hear. But moving on to the other side of things, obviously I did break that in the last episode. Mauro Zarate is out with injury, which means that Modibo Miega will be probably starting against Bournemouth. Great times for the club. Hopefully Elliot Lee makes the bench, in all honesty. Moving on, Oxford has a niggling injury and he could miss the Bournemouth game also, which is going to be a disappointment. It is obviously losing Zarate and Oxford, two big players. Adrian is obviously suspended, and it seems that our team is looking very light again, despite the summer buys we did bring in. But we do go to the game here against Bournemouth, and you know, a team that have just come up, a team that actually look quite good at attacking on the counter attack, but a team that don't look all that defending wise. In all honesty, when they're under pressure, they look like they can crumble quite a bit, which I saw on Monday Night Football at Anfield when they did obviously lose 1-0 to Liverpool. I think it's going to be a great test for West Ham. We need to win this one. It's a very important game for us. We need to get 6 points, in my honest opinion. But I can see it being a typical West Ham day. I think the game's going to finish at 1-1. I think it's going to be a draw between two sides, in all honesty. I'm hoping for better. I definitely am, but I have to be honest with myself. We need the team to come out here. We need Saka to put in a great performance. Payet, we know what he's capable of. We know what we can do. Hopefully we'll see Lazzini or Samuelson also. That'd be interesting to see if they can get onto the pitch and put in a good performance. Obviously Obiang, Noble, Kyute are all probably destined to start. Not sure if the back four will see if Tompkins will come back into that back four, but it'd be interesting to see what the side will look like. But I'm hoping for 3 points on the weekend. What are you guys expecting? Callum Wilson and Richie, real threats for that Bournemouth side. And obviously, they got players that can track back very fast. But like I said, if they're under pressure, we know we can put a team under pressure. We saw that against Leicester in the second half at Upton Park last week. So I'm very, very excited about the game. Hopefully it'll be a classic, and hopefully we get the 3 points by the end of it. But guys, that is going to bring an end to West Ham Weekly. Not the longest episode today, but I hope you did enjoy it nevertheless. If you are new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you are enjoying the video, then make sure to hit that like button too. I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. If you want to get involved in the forums, check out Hammer's chat in the description down below to sign up and get involved there. And as always, I hope you have a really nice day. Hopefully we can get the result tomorrow, and peace.